What exactly is a certified financial planner? Financial advisor and certified financial planner are definitely not the same thing. Continue listening and I'm going to tell you what it takes to earn the CFP designation. Hey, I'm Colin Exelby, Certified Financial Planner, and in this short video I'm going to explain what a CFP is and why we are different from all the others who call themselves financial advisors. A few months ago I was interviewed for a story about choosing a financial advisor. Fit Small Business put together a list of 25 questions to ask a potential financial advisor. Asking if they're a CFP was number one, and you can check out that article in the link below. I tell people all the time that anyone can manage their personal finances if they have these three things. You must have a reasonable amount of knowledge or a desire to learn about personal finances. You must have the time to devote to managing your finances. And third, you have to have a level head. Do you have the ability to act unemotionally and rationally about your finances at all times? What I've found is that many Americans don't have all three. So for those who decided their finances have become complicated enough that they'd like to hire somebody, where do you turn? It can be really confusing. There's so many titles: financial advisor, financial planner, financial consultant, investment advisor, registered representative, broker, and certified financial planner. If you don't know the difference, don't worry, it's really confusing. And as more and more people in the advice community call themselves financial planners, it's important to understand the differences between a certified financial planner and a financial planner or financial advisor. If you want to be a financial advisor, all you have to do is get a job at an investment firm or an insurance company working with the public. You don't need a college education, you don't need any industry experience, and you don't need to show any understanding of basic finance. That is pretty scary. Now, I started off my career as a financial advisor in 2000, right out of college. I had to pass the Series 7 exam, which is really a pretty basic finance exam. I had just finished investments and economics exams in college, so passing the 7 was a breeze. I like to joke that that exam just keeps out those who truly have no concept of what a stock is, what a bond is, and how to multiply, divide, add, and subtract. That exam does absolutely nothing to confirm that you know how to give financial advice. However, to become a certified financial planner, there are a large number of requirements. It truly takes financial advising to a whole other level and can literally take years to fulfill the obligations to become a certified financial planner. True financial planning involves cash flow and debt management, investments, insurance and risk management, retirement and college planning, estate planning, as well as tax planning. The CFP ensures that its designees really do understand basically anything that's related to personal finances. So why doesn't every financial consultant, broker, and financial advisor get to call themselves a CFP? Well, let's look at what it actually takes to become a certified financial planner. First, you must have a bachelor's degree from an accredited university in order to call yourself a CFP. You can have the degree before sitting for the exam, or you must get a degree within 5 years of passing the exam. Second, you must complete a financial plan development course registered with the CFP board that covers over 100 integrated planning topics. Certain advanced designations like the CFA, the CPA, or the CLU may allow you to bypass some of that coursework. You can do these classes virtually or as part of a real-life class. Myself, I did virtual classwork over the course of 2 years and passed 5 separate exams focusing on each part of the financial planning process. I then took a crash course style exam prep virtually in the evenings and weekends over the course of 3 months that finished up with a live class from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. over 4 straight days. That brings us to the next step. You have to pass the CFP exam. It's a grueling 6-hour exam that has multiple choice questions as well as case studies. They give you pages and pages of sample client data, and then you have to determine what's going to be the best financial planning options for the client. That exam is by far the hardest exam I've taken in my life. It was so comprehensive, covering so many different areas of financial planning, and the key is you have to know how to apply the information, not just to get a suitable solution, you have to get the best solution. There's often multiple right answers, but you must get the best solution right. So now you pass the exam, you get ready to call yourself a CFP, right? Nope, not yet. Before you can call yourself a CFP, you have to meet the experience requirement. You can't just be a CFP, a certified financial planner, right out of college, or as a second career right away. You must have worked in the financial planning industry, providing financial planning advice for at least 6,000 hours, or you must have been an apprentice for at least 4,000 hours. So you must have life experience working with clients, analyzing data, and then presenting it. The final part is the ethical responsibility of a certified financial planner. CFPs follow a strict code of professional conduct that outlines our responsibilities to the public, our clients, and our employers. We are held to a higher standard than brokers, financial advisors, financial consultants, and any bloggers that are giving financial advice. You've heard me mention suitability earlier as it relates to the exam. Most brokers and advisors just have to do what's suitable for their clients, meaning they could give less than ideal advice, but because it's suitable, it's completely fine. Certified financial planners are held to the fiduciary standard, which means we need to provide advice that's in our clients' best interests. You can go on to CFP.net and find out anything about a potential financial advisor that you're getting ready to hire that says they're a CFP. You can see if there's been anything filed against them. So for example, have they filed bankruptcy? Has anyone filed a complaint against them? If the advisor isn't listed on CFP.net, then they are not a CFP. It doesn't end there though. There's also a continuing education requirement to keep improving your knowledge over time, and you must complete that every 2 years. A financial advisor, consultant, broker, or a blogger doesn't have to go through all this scrutiny, all this education, or all the experience. In my opinion, if you're looking to hire a financial advisor, I'd encourage you to make hiring a CFP mandatory. If the person providing you financial advice doesn't have a CFP, I would ask them why not. And if you don't like the answer you get, look somewhere else. Thanks for taking the time to learn about what makes a CFP different. If you have more questions, feel free to reach out to me, and make sure to follow me on YouTube and on my blog, seetheforestthroughthetrees.com.